what did you need from insurance agencies and also from the policies
I
themselves?
think when we first started this business, we needed someone to kind of guide us along because you don't know what you need because we're new to the business. I feel like when it comes to picking an agent or to having an agent, they need also to be like empathetic, with you, with any industry. The hospitality hotel businesses go up and down throughout the months of the year. So we need the understanding with our agents, that some months are going to be better than others when it comes to our revenue, when it comes to our occupancy. So we need something consistent when it comes to our insurance, where it's a constant every year so that we know to expect the um, expect how much insurance is going to be. We don't need it to fluctuate. So when it comes to that, I feel like Nate and Gordon help us a lot because we have multiple businesses. So we need it to be constant throughout all of our hotels.
With Quinton, with Nate and Gordon, how
Mhm.
frequently do you have interaction with
At
them?
least once a year, we do sit down and go over everything. Any changes we need to make, maybe some policies we need to increase on, some we don't need as much, so we'll lower our premiums for that. But as far as calling or emailing, I actually just talked to Nate last week regarding something. So he's literally a phone call away. And even if it's the silliest question or, a letter we got in the mail where I'm not exactly sure what it is, we will forward it along to Nate and he just responds right away or calls me and says, hey, I'll take care of it. Or, you know what, sign it and send it in because, it's a cancellation of a previous policy. He just makes it easy. They make it easy, like I said, a phone call away. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Nate and I have never had a conversation where we don't end up talking about our family or talking about, hey, you planning any vacations? Or I heard you went to Florida. How was that? It's always, it's not just an agent client relationship. I feel like they're friends. They know my family. I know their family. We always end up talking about the kids. And it's more than just a business. I feel like we've really built a relationship outside of insurance with
How
them.
important is that relationship in a comfort level of knowing they've got your back?
Oh, it's very important. You're not just another client, just another business, just another hotel, just another insurance policy. It's more, and you can reach out to them for anything and they'll help you with whatever you need. And sometimes you might come across a situation where you don't know what you need. So you can also look at them as a reference or as a guide, hey, Nate, this is what happened at this hotel with this guest or this employee. What do we do? Sometimes you're put in situations where you don't know what to do. And I feel like they're a good resource for that. I think they bring a great value. We stay with them because they understand. We stay with them because they, like I said before, they empathize with us. If we're, a little, um, if we don't know exactly how to approach a situation or anything like that, we use them as a resource. Uh, I think that's the value. It's not just sign the contract, you're done. We'll see you next year. My dad has had sat down and had conversations with Nate, like you said, hey, this policy is a little too high for us. Can we find maybe another insurance company that's more within our budget? And they understand, expenses go up for everybody, including insurance. And at the end of the day, we want to be able to afford insurance, but also have the capability to pay our bills. And they understand that they're a business just like us. So we help them, they help us. And we're, like I said, we're not just sign the contract for and we'll see you next year. It's beyond that. If we didn't like the way they conducted themselves, we wouldn't be with them right now. Obviously, us having this relationship with them for the past several years, it shows their character. And I don't think I have anything bad to say about them. You know, I honestly don't. They just go above and beyond, I feel. They actually, it goes beyond just them being our agents. You know, we have, um, we talk about family, we talk about, you know, that relationship. And I feel like that helps a lot, um, with, getting to know them getting to know us. We're a family business, they're a family business, and we just support each other.